Hi guys, welcome back to the I Don't Even Know podcast. I'm Em. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm here for season 3, episode 11, Summer I Turned Pretty, the final episode. We've officially made it. I cannot believe that I fucking survived this season. Like, genuinely, I'm so serious. I thought I was gonna lose my shit because obviously I had a feeling that we were gonna be fine. We were gonna get Belly and Conrad and game. Like, it was going to be okay. But the way Jenny kept telling us the ending's different, you're gonna be shocked by the ending, surprise, like something's gonna happen, it really had me second guessing everything until today. Like, even after how last week's episode went and I was like, okay, I'm feeling better, like he's going to Paris, we're gonna be fine, a part of me was still like, we're so fucked, because I didn't know how they were going to get everything together in one episode. Like, I was expecting this episode to be 2 hours long, and it was the longest. It was 1 hour and 20, which I'll take, obviously. It couldn't have been any shorter because there was so much we needed. I would have liked it to be longer, because of course I'm upset we didn't get to see their wedding. Obviously I'm taking it. I'm just happy we got to see them end up together, and they're good, they're together, they're happy, thriving back at the cousins, we're good, they're together, that's all that matters to me. But I would have liked to see their wedding, and I feel like there is a possibility that we might in the future, because of course at the end they showed Christmas pictures of Belly and Conrad in Paris, and then a note Jenny wrote saying maybe we'll see each other again in cousins, or something like that. So I have a feeling, because of the Christmas thing and that little note, that maybe there's going to be a movie or a special episode that comes out around Christmas, and maybe we'll get to see them get married. Because it's fine, at least their end game, that was my main thing. I didn't care if they didn't get married, I just wanted them to end up together. So we're good, but I would like to see them get married. I mean, that would have been everything. After what we had to go through in season 2, I was defending him with my life every fucking episode, and in this season having to deal with Belly and Jer so much, and having to watch Conrad go through absolute hell and literally have the worst time with everyone was going after his ass. He could have gone after every single fucking person on this damn show, and it would have been valid. I think the only person he didn't have to was Laurel. Everyone else, he could have dragged their asses through the mud, and I would have been 100% for it. That poor guy really has had a rough season, and I'm so glad that he got his ending. The ending he deserves. We deserve to see him get married. We deserve to witness that. I'm just saying. Of course, I'm gonna take whatever I can get, as long as they end up together. Like I said, we're good. I got my Belly and Conrad endgame, and I got my Steven and Taylor endgame, which were the two most important things to me. Of course, we got Denise and Jeremiah, but I just don't care. If I'm being honest, Jeremiah didn't piss me off that much this episode. I mean, he came around, gave Conrad his blessing. He knows she's in Paris, or he went to Paris to see her, and he was of course sad about it, which understandable, but overall he was whatever, and it's fine, I gave them permission, it can happen now. Because the main thing, he said, was the anticipation of them getting reuniting, and they have, so it's whatever. I still don't like his ass. I literally still hate him with a burning passion, but he didn't piss me off as much as he has previously. He didn't do anything really. He was just kind of working, which I'm glad he found something, and he's not attached to his dad as much anymore. But I don't like him and Denise. I'm sorry. Yes, I think he's better, or I mean, he was better this episode. Who the hell knows? I just maybe they'll be good, and maybe he'll be better for Denise. It's just he's still not over Belly, and even if he was, I don't like him, so I don't want him with Denise. But the big thing is, like, when he was telling Denise, like, I've never really been alone in my life and, like, stuff like that. And, like, okay, that just shows you should not be in a relationship. That was why I was so, like, desperate for Belly to, like, go to Paris and not date. Like, yeah, like, have a little fling, like, with Benito, that I don't care about. But, like, be, like, on her own. Figure herself out. Like, that was the main thing, like, with her breaking up with Jeremiah. Like, she said, I don't know who I am on my own. He doesn't either. He doesn't know what it's like to be alone. He hasn't had to do it for a really long time because he's been with Belly for so long. And he needs to figure that out. I think everyone should, like, know who they are and have some time alone before they get into a relationship. Especially if, like, you've been in a relationship for so long and you don't know who you are without, like, separately. Like, you need to, like, take time and be on your own. And I think maybe if he, like, did that, I would have been a little bit better with Denise. But again, I hate Jeremiah. He's a pain in the ass. Denise is a bad bitch, and she deserves someone 10 times better than him. Like, maybe he'll be better, but I think he needs to grow on his own before. And I hope because she's smart. Denise is a smart bitch. Like, I think maybe she'll, like, think about what he said, but, like, how he's never been alone. And before they get, like, serious or, like, actually in a relationship, she'll say, like, I need you to take time on your own when I first go off to San Francisco, and then we'll circle back. You know, like, I think he really just needs to focus on himself, because that was a big thing. I think he could get better and learn and grow if he's just spend some time alone. Like, I know, like, with me, because I'm in college and I live alone, and I love being on my own. Like, I love being by myself. But, like, beforehand, I was always, like, around people, like my mom and my brother, like my dad occasionally. Like, I was always around people. I was never, like, really alone, never, like, lived alone. Like going off to college was a big thing for me because it was like, I'm gonna be on my own. And I, like, went back home quite a bit, but, like, last year, that was, like, the first time I didn't really, and I loved it. And, like, one thing about me, even, like, before I went to college, is, like, I love being alone. Like, I love time to myself. Like, I like hanging out with people. Like, my best friend, I'll hang out with her, like, 100%. But, like, other than that, for the most part, I would rather be alone than with people, because it brings me comfort and there's joy in that. And I think not everyone has to be that way. Like, you can love to be with other people, but you have to figure out how to live on your own and be on your own. And that's the major thing with Jeremiah. I think he could grow so much. Will I like him? No. But I think this will help him grow. He just needs to figure out who he is. Because, like, I mean, he literally said to Denise, like, when Belly, like, said, or, like, brought up Paris, he didn't want her to go, obviously. And he knew how badly she wanted to go, and he still said, I didn't want you to go, because he's scared to be alone. And if you're that scared to be alone that you're gonna stop someone who you apparently love, who you did cheat on, but you love, you're gonna tell them not to do something that they've been dreaming to do, and, like, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that they've been wanting to do for so long, you're gonna tell them not to do it and say you don't want them to do it because you're scared of being alone. That's where it's an issue. I'm not saying you have to love being alone, but that's, like, if that is the case and you're stopping someone from doing something they really want to do, and it's, like, one of their dreams because you're scared, that's where, like, you, like, need to figure out, oh shit, like, I'm not ready to be in this type of serious relationship. I need to figure out who I am alone, especially if they're going to do long distance. Because Jeremiah, there's no way in hell he's going to move to San Francisco already because Denise is. Like, if he does, he is such a dumbass, or even more of a dumbass than I thought, because it's so early. But to be fair, I don't think Denise will, like, I think Denise will be like, no, you can't do that. Oh, like, if we get a movie or, like, whatever, and, like, we can see them again, maybe they'll grow on me. It's just right now I want Denise to be with someone better, because, like, she deserves, like, she's so smart, like, I love her, such a badass, like, she deserves to be with someone better than him. Like, I don't know who, because there's really no one on the show, but, like, get her a random man. Like, I think she needs to be with someone older. I think an older man would be better, like a little bit, because I think Jeremiah's just like, yeah, he's figuring himself out, like with his work, and he's becoming like a chef now, which is great or whatever, but he needs to grow, he needs to learn, he needs to like experience things. And I'm worried because she said last week, and that's what I said this last week, she falls hard and like really hard. I'm like, oh my gosh, Jeremiah's not the person you want to fall hard for, because he's gonna fuck you over. He's going to cheat on you the second you do something fucked up. Like, maybe he's learned his lesson from the Belly and Conrad situation. Maybe he's gonna be better. I mean, a girl can dream. But like, I wanted Denise to end up alone. Not like, okay, not alone like in like a bad way, just not with him. That was my thing. I didn't want her to end up with someone if she ended up with someone, it was gonna be him. I didn't want her to end up with anyone. Specifically, I wanted Jeremiah to end up alone. Okay, I'm sorry. Because he went on this like whole thing about them moving on quickly, and he kind of moved on technically before Belly. Like, yeah, Belly had Benito, but that was like a little fling. Like, she cut it off before it got serious. Like, he knows that Denise falls hard, and so it's gonna become like kind of serious probably quick. Bitch, Belly called it off with Benito when he said, oh, I want you to come to Mexico with me to visit my grandma, which I'm grateful that she did. I was so worried because like, I've talked about this and I'm gonna say it again. It's like, I'm fine with her being in a relationship, even though she's trying to figure out who she is on her own, but like, I'm fine with it because it's not a Fisher, and I feel like she needs to figure herself out and like figure out who she is without them. She needs to like date other people, explore, like have like hookups and stuff. So that I was fine with. I just didn't want her to get rushed into another serious relationship, because she's only been in serious ones. She's been in love twice, and those are her 2 relationships, or like big ones, because she like was with Cam, but it wasn't as serious. Like now, like the Fisher brothers, those were like big, 2 big relationships, and like her only ones. And like, I think it was good that she called it off and was like, I'm not ready, because she needs to figure that out. And that's like why she was in Paris, like to figure out who she is on her own. And that was such a major thing. And I think spending that time apart and like over a year, or like around a year, exploring with like Benito and like kind of figuring that out, like going out with friends, I think she is ready to be in a relationship with Conrad now. I know like some people were saying like, I want there to be a time jump, and there wasn't a way, but they wanted like a bigger one, like maybe 2 years, and then they come back together so she can really figure herself out. But I think being away from cousins and being away from the Fishers and like her family has made her grow so much, especially in a new country. Like, that's such a big deal, like exploring and figuring out who you are there. I think that's so big that she's ready for this. Like, I think spending time apart, she knows who she is, and like she would have said like, I'm not ready for this if she wasn't. Like, I truly believe that. And I feel like they probably, or like maybe it was different because she knows she loves him and she's loved him for so long, so maybe that made her feel like a bit better about the situation, and it wasn't like a brand new person. But I think being away for this long, or as long as she has been, she knows enough to be like, I'm ready for this. And like, she would have said if she wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, I do think she's ready, and she spent enough time away. Like, honestly, even just a couple months away in Paris would have been fine with me, because I just think she needed like a little time away from both of them. Because like not right after her and Conrad broke up, but like kind of soon after, she got with Jeremiah, and that was for such a long time. And like, she just needed to be away from them, because she's been in love with Conrad for so long, and that's been like the center of her mind since she was little, to like when they started dating. Then they broke up, then Susanna died and she was messed up, and then of course Jeremiah, and they were together for years. Like, just a little time apart I think was great, and like, I'm good and happy. Like, I'm not gonna fucking complain. Like, I got my end game. I'm beyond thrilled. Literally could not be happier. Like, I really was nervous going into this episode. Like, I don't know why, because I had a feeling they were going to be fine, and Jenny was not gonna fuck up that much. But just something in me was like, I am so fucked. Like, I was gonna get so irritated if they didn't end up together. And she's like, I choose Summer. I'm like, bitch, no, you're not gonna fucking choose Summer. Like, get me, like, literally kill me. If you're gonna choose Summer, like, literally kill me right there. Because I don't want that. Like, that was the worst ending. Well, actually, no, the worst ending was her ending up with Jeremiah. If that was gonna happen, done, cancel the show. Like, we're over. Like, anything's better than her ending up with him. But I was gonna get so irritated because, like, this has taken up 3 years of my life. 3 years. And I was gonna get irritated if it didn't happen, if they changed the ending. Because, like, I'm fine with them changing specific things in books, like when they adapt it into, like, a movie or show. That I'm fine with, like, little things, or, like, but, like, if they change the ending, that's where I'm gonna get fucking irritated, you know? Like, that's where you lose me. Change other things, like, putting Steven, like, in the first season more than he was in the first book, that was great. Like, making Steven a Taylor thing in Endgame, perfection. Like, I'm thrilled they did that. If they changed the ending, though, it would have been it. Like, technically they did because we didn't see them get married, but, like, we know they will. I mean, they're infinite, like she said, infinite lifetimes, and every time I'm with you and, like, I choose you, like, come on, like, it's obvious. Like, I was still nervous, especially when we got, like, to the ending, or, like, 10 minutes before, or maybe it was, like, 15 after they hooked up. Like, I was on a high. I was like, oh, we're so back, like, this is so happening. And then they, like, started not, like, into a fight, because it wasn't really, which was her, like, saying stuff because she was scared, and, like, she was worried this wasn't gonna work out, and she thought, like, this was, like, not the best thing. And, like, obviously he was trying to, like, tell her, like, no, because she kept, like, going on about, like, if your mom hadn't got sick, or yes, if your mom hadn't got sick again, would we even be together? Like, what if you loved me because your mom said you did, or, like, said you would get together, and, like, and then she died, and, like, her mom literally said when they were 6, like, she always saw them getting married, and maybe that's why he did it. Which, like, to be fair, she's probably just paranoid. Like, I get it. I'm a very, very paranoid person. Like, probably one of the most paranoid people you will meet is me. Like, I'm a fucking disaster waiting to happen. I'm paranoid about every little thing. So, like, I get her. Like, I get it. I feel like I would be in the same place, especially when this is your first love. Like, you've been in love with them since you were a child. Like, you've been dreaming about being with this person forever, and they broke your heart. Like, of course, she's going to be second-guessing everything, and she's going to be like, what if this? Like, what's going on? Like, what if this doesn't work out? Like, what if that's why you love me? Like, I knew it was good. Like, some Jeremiah and Belly fans, somehow they still exist. They're gonna be like, oh my gosh, like, she's right. Like, it's only because of his mom. Like, he didn't love her. Like, he does. And I know they're going to take, like, Benito kind of calling Conrad the villain. They're gonna take that, because I know they see Conrad as villain. He's not. Like, if anyone's a villain, it's Jeremiah. He literally cheated on her, okay? And then Belly saying she was a villain, like, yeah, in a way, there were certain situations that weren't great, and you kind of stringing both brothers along, but it's mainly Jeremiah. He's the one that fucked up. And I wish Conrad literally said the reason he did it. Like, he wasn't planning to profess his love. It just kind of happened. But, like, the big reason he, like, wanted to do it was because he found out that Jeremiah cheated on her, and he knew he would never have done that in a million fucking years, and wanted to tell her, like, I am better, and, like, I would never hurt you like that. Like, basically, I'm the better choice. Like, I would never cheat on you in a million years. I never looked at anyone when we were together. I've barely, like, been with anyone since then, like, since we've been together. Like, come on. Like, why? I get, like, Benito was kind of threatened because he wants to be with Belly, and of course she called it off. But him going after Conrad like that was kind of irritating, because I know, like, Jeremiah people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, he's so right. He's not. The man you love is the fucking villain in her story, okay? Like, yes, Belly had her issues, and she, like, was doing things that weren't great, like, stringing people along, and, like, there were certain things, but it was Jeremiah. He's the one who fucked it up. Like, if he didn't cheat, they wouldn't have lasted. Like, I stand by that. Like, it wouldn't have happened. But, like, they wouldn't have gotten married or, like, gotten engaged, and this whole situation wouldn't have played out. I do think they would have broken up still, because, like, he's still, like, a piece of shit, immature, and, like, doing stupid things. But, like, so Jeremiah is the fucking villain. Okay? And, like, I get what, like, Conrad, when he was talking to Ellie about, like, asking if the reason, like, she kind of, like, or one of the reasons he wanted to see her is because he kind of thought she was just, like, hiding out and blaming herself for what happened, which makes sense, because, like, Jeremiah blamed her, being like, the reason I hooked up with someone is because I found out about Christmas, and you still, like, still in love with him, and, like, this is what's happened, like, this is what we're calling, like, this is why we're calling off the wedding, blah blah blah, like, you still love him. Like, part of a person's always gonna love their first love, okay? I'm just saying, like, that's the truth. But I get what he meant, because obviously Belly was kind of blaming herself, and she at first, like, was kind of trying to, well, figure out who she was, yes, but kind of hiding from it, which, like, makes sense. And I'm happy you brought that up to her and, like, told her it's not your fault. It's not necessarily either its fault. If it's mainly Jeremiah's, if it's any one of, like, those two, it's Belly's. It's not Conrad. Like, people are gonna blame him and be like, oh, he professed his love the day before they got married. Yeah, because he found out he fucking cheated on her, and he knew he would treat her better. Like, there's a difference. And he wasn't planning, it just kind of happened. Like, it was in the moment. He loves her so much, he couldn't help it. And this just proves how much he loves her. This right here. He got her sand of, like, back, like, a couple years ago, 4th of July, he got sand for her from Cousin's Beach. And I know, and, like, he took it for himself because he knew he wasn't going to be back there for a while. But then gave it to her for her 22nd birthday. And if people say, like, oh, like, that's not romantic, bitch, shut up, it is, okay? Because when I saw that, I got flashbacks. I'm going to mention One Tree Hill again. And I got flashbacks to when, maybe a spoiler if you haven't watched it yet, or if you don't care, keep listening. I don't know, you might want to skip a bit if you care. But when Nathan, like, got sand in, like, a little, like, container, like, glass jar from their wedding day, like, that's what it gave me flashbacks to. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, the Better Brothers, like, I'm sorry, Luke is One Tree Hill, piece of fucking shit. Good luck. You're gonna start the show for him. You're gonna fall in love with Nathan. You'll get confused the first couple episodes because Nathan is, like, a menace, but eventually you're gonna fall madly in love with this man, and he's gonna be literally the best man to ever grace your television. I'm just saying. The Better Brothers, Conrad, Nathan, just saying. But, like, I was getting flashbacks to that, and I think that's what made me so, like, emotional and made me so obsessed with him getting her the sand. Like, it's, like, a little gesture, but I think, like, the smaller, like, gestures mean a bit more. And I get why he probably didn't want to, like, show it to people, like, give it to her in front of people, because they wouldn't understand. Like, you have to be there to, like, really understand. And, like, it was cute. It's meaningful. Like, one thing about Conrad is he's gonna give her meaningful gifts. Like, the necklace, Junior Mint, like, come on. Like, it's so, he's so in love with her. I mean, the fact that he literally paid $400 to change his flight to Paris to see her. And first of all, would have Jeremiah done that? No, because that man wouldn't have been able to afford it. Conrad, on the other hand, has money and he can afford it. So there's that. Like, that plane ticket literally cost 10 times more than her fucking ring Jeremiah got her. Like, let's be real. Like, the fact he did that and, like, just wanted to be with her, and, like, he was like, literally not gonna go to his Brussels thing. Like, he was gonna stay with her because that's what he wanted. He wanted to see Paris from her eyes, which I thought that was so cute, because I loved at first how she was, like, giving him the tour, and then he's like, I want to see Paris how you see it, and, like, from your eyes. And she's like, okay. And it's like, that just shows how much he loves her. Like, he wants to see what she's been experiencing, and, like, and what's been going on with her, and what she loves about this, and, like, what she does in her time. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, he's so obsessed with her, and like his like little glances and the pictures of her, like oh my gosh, I will never shut up about it. He yearns for her so hard. Like, he's literally bringing yearning back. I'm just saying. Like, I got chills. Like, chills. You know what I really got chills with was fucking, literally them fucking. I was gonna say something else, but literally them fucking. That was wild. You should have seen my reaction when Dress started playing. Because one thing about me, I love Dress. Dress by Taylor Swift is my favorite song off of Reputation. Literally one of the best songs ever created. Perfect. I literally remember when she performed it for the first time as a surprise song at Eras, when we thought like she couldn't repeat songs, because eventually she obviously did. But I remember I was with my best friend and we were watching The Summer I Turned Pretty season 2 because she was behind. So I was like watching it again with her, and it was like 2 a.m. because of time difference, and she screamed so fucking loud, like that we literally woke up her brother, who was 2 floors ahead, like above us, so we were in the basement, he was upstairs, because she was so devastated, because Dress is one of her favorite songs by Taylor too. We were disgusted because we weren't there. Like, Dress is that bitch. It's so good. One of the best songs, one of her best songs, if I do say so myself, or one of my favorites. Favorite off Rep, Perfection. That was literally like the best thing ever. Because here's the thing, I was expecting, like, if they got together this episode and ended up together, I was expecting a kiss, yes. I was not expecting them to like literally have sex. Like, them dancing near the water, that at first was like, oh my gosh, like the best thing ever. Or them walking and then doing that and reminiscing about prom, and like her basically saying like, it's not your fault, and like I was kind of a brat about it. Like, thank you, because come on. Like, I mean, he apologized too and said like he was not in the like mindset, and like I'm just happy she apologized for saying, because she literally said what you put me through was worse than Jeremiah, which is like bullshit. But I'm happy like they reminisced about that and like kind of made light out of it. But like them repeating him spinning her, and then them literally kissing, which I was expecting, but then going back to, like, full on making out in the back of the fucking taxi, and then in the fucking stairwell, and then in the bedroom. Like, that's what I was not expecting. That was wild. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I thought the episode 6 one that we got to see of the like flashback of them having sex, I thought that was insane. This was even more wild, specifically because of the fucking song. Because like when it said like everything just stops, and it like they did the silent part, and he said like, I dreamed about this, like you. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then right after it got back into it and they were making out and the song started again, I was like, that was literally the best thing I've ever witnessed in my life. That was crazy. Like, I'm still like floored by it, because they were like grasping to like every, like they were like gonna fall over, like in the stairwell. She had to like grab the banister or whatever, like the railing, to fucking hold herself up, because she was like, oh my gosh. Like, I'm just so happy for Conrad, man. Like, I just want to applaud him, because that poor man has been going through it, and he finally got it. He finally got what he wanted. Like, I'm so happy for him, because like when like, after they did it, like, first of all, like literally insane, but after they did it, when he was like saying, I'm thinking about like not going back, and she sat up and was like, no, what the heck, and then walked away, and you could tell he was freaking out. He's like, what did I do wrong? Like, I came here like to see her, spend her birthday with her, like I got to meet her friends. I know he like her and Benito aren't together, like her friends like me, they think it like was really romantic what I did. Some of them didn't, but like most parts they think it was. Like, she's opening up more, like I'm seeing a different side. She's not as like restricted and closed off now. Like, what did I do wrong? Like, you could see that horror in that man's face, and I felt so bad, because he really thought, especially when she started going off, and like she was crying, he was crying. Like, a man who cries over you, that's when you know. Sometimes I am a bit scarred, because I think of Love Island season 6 USA of Kenny, if you know what I'm talking about. He literally cried over Janae, but then like literally almost basically a year later, we found out he was fucking the whole time, and he was just doing it for fame and faking everything. So there's that. But I'm gonna try to like discard that and be like, when a man cries over you, that's when you know. and he was devastated. Like, the look on his face, oh my gosh, it made me sick. It was like he looked so depressed on the flight. Like, he was crying. Or not the flight, the train. He was literally crying. And I was like, oh my gosh. But, like, I will just say cinema, when she, like, was kind of just, like, thinking about how, or, like, the monologue, I think that's, isn't it technically called monologue or voiceover, when she was saying, like, I thought I wasn't the same girl, like, or whatever, but, like, I still am, like, I still love Conrad, and there's that, and, like, her looking at the necklace, Junior Mint putting the necklace on, Out of the Woods fucking started playing, and then she was out the door. Like, that bridge as she was running in that chorus, oh my gosh, that was wild. It was crazy. Like, I didn't know what song, like, Taylor songs they were gonna play this episode. I was hoping they would play Paris by Sabrina Carpenter, but, like, that's maybe next time, or I mean, probably not next time, but it's fine. I'll get over it. I somewhat got over her not choosing Babe when Jeremiah cheated on her, but, like, you know, I'll get over that. Give me, like, a couple years and I'll get over the fact that they didn't choose that. But, like, that was, like, the perfect song, because, like, the fact, like, the running during, like, the chorus and the bridge, like, that is just such a, not a running song, but it's so, like, crazy. Literally one of the best bridges ever. Like, shout out to Harry for not being able to drive. Like, thank you for your service, because we got that pop masterpiece from it. But, like, that scene was everything. And her, like going through the train, like, looking back and forth, like, oh my gosh, like, what the hell, like, where is he with the necklace, and then him turning, and you could tell he was crying, and then, like, literally her saying, like, every universe or whatever, I choose you, and, like, it's like, we're infinite, like, it's always you, and then them kissing, like, oh my gosh, like, chills, like, that's fucking crazy. Like, that was wild. And then them playing fucking Scott Street by Phoebe, like, absolutely insane. Like, that song always makes me cry, but, like, that's what was that, them playing that was, like, the tip of the iceberg. I was about to cry out of joy, but then they started playing that, and then they showed everyone, like, them at Cousins, which I didn't care as much about, but I saw Steven and Taylor, and they were cute, so I was like, okay. And then, like, seeing them go back to, like, Cousins together, and her literally saying, like, I haven't been back to Cousins, or I didn't go back to Cousins that summer, but, like, eventually I did, and, like, them going into the house together, and just, like, holding hands and being there together in the car ride, like, all of, like, the little flashbacks Conrad was getting of, like, them previously, it was, like, the icing on the cake, and, like, it's just so perfect. Like, I got my end game. I got both my fucking end games. Like, Steven and Taylor too, they were so perfect this episode. Like, I was getting a bit worried. Like, last week I thought they were great, and I was like, okay, we're so back, like, we're so gonna have them end up together. But when Denise said, like, something to Jeremiah about how, like, she's moving to San Francisco with Steven because of, like, their job offers or, like, opportunities, and, like, Taylor heard, I was like, oh, we're fucked, because he didn't tell her, and I didn't take that as her, like the way she did with, like, he doesn't want me to move with her. I took it as she moved to Boston, like she said later, like, to be with him, and he didn't want her to again, like, move to San Francisco and ask her for that. But, like, it stressed me out because she was really freaking out about it, and I thought maybe this was her because she, like, doesn't do relationships, like we said in previous episodes, and, like, she doesn't care this much, so, like, usually when stuff like this happens, she kind of runs off. That's what I thought was gonna happen, and, like, she was kind of, like, freaking out, obviously, and rightfully so, to be fair, and she was kind of distancing herself and gonna be, like, stepping away. But I'm happy they finally, like, came around. Like, them fighting in the fucking kitchen while Jeremiah was cooking was hysterical. And, like, I feel bad because, like, obviously Taylor, like, is in Boston, found a job, is helping Jeremiah, which Jeremiah can do whatever he wants on his own. Like, he does not deserve Taylor's help. He does not deserve any of their help. Just saying. Still annoyed that they're, like, on better terms with him than Conrad. But, like, them on the pier, or the deck, I don't know if it's necessarily a pier, but, like, them talking and her saying, like, what hurt me more was like, what did she even say? Why can't I remember what she said? But it was like something about how she isn't scared of them anymore. Like, she's grown enough. She's like been in this relationship long enough. She's figured it out. Like, she's not scared anymore of like them. But she was scared because he doesn't know that, because he was scared of telling her, because he already made her move to Boston, like change everything. He didn't want her to then ask for that and potentially them not work out. But she's not, and I'm happy she said, like, I've grown, like, I'm not nervous about this relationship anymore. Like, I'm here. I'm moving to San Francisco with you. Like, I can be a badass PR person, like, anywhere. And, I mean, she can. Like, she doesn't need to just be helping Jeremiah. Like, I know damn well that girl can get a job somewhere else and not help him and work for someone better. Because, like, she was doing such a good job this episode. Like, everything was kind of falling apart for Jeremiah. I mean, payback's a bitch. But, like, she was getting people together. She was finding a way for things to work. Like, she was doing the shit. And I'm so happy they ended up together. And, like, I love them so much. And I'm so happy. Like, the only reason, like, I'm not, like, as upset about Denise and Jeremiah together is literally because I got Steven Taylor and Belly and Conrad. So, like, life is good. One thing I will say with Denise is I did not like how she brought up, like, you're obsessed with him and you're literally like a 10. I'm sorry, but Conrad's a 10. Jeremiah, like, looks-wise, he's not bad. Like, he is good looking. I'll give him that. But, like, personality-wise, he's like a fucking 1. I'm sorry. I hate that man so much. Like, Conrad's a 10. But, like, I do agree with Denise when she's like, you need to stop comparing yourself to him and being, like, obsessed with him. Because Jeremiah is. Everything to him with, like, Conrad is a competition. It is. Obviously. Like, he does need to kind of, like, figure that out. And I hope he does. Because, I mean, I get that's, like, what his dad always did. So I'm happy, like, his dad kind of came around in the end, even though Jeremiah doesn't deserve it. Was like, I always knew you could do it. Like, I'm proud of you and stuff like that. Like, there's that. But he came around. And he's always, like, known he could do it. But it's really his dad's fault that he always compared himself. Because, like, his dad was always obsessed with Conrad. And he was always, like, Conrad was always trying to impress him. And then he stopped. And his dad was still, like, proud of him. And, like, showing Conrad more grace than Jeremiah. And it made him jealous. Which, I mean, I would show Conrad more grace than Jeremiah too. But that's besides the point. Also, like, why was Adam even there? That's my big thing. Like, why was that man even there? Like, I don't care. Like, he did not need to be there. Like, we could have spent more time with Belly and Conrad than with him. Because, like, I get they were trying to show, like, Jeremiah has a job now, is doing something he's passionate about, which is great. They're, like, showing he's, like, going to be successful and, like, showing he can do stuff and maybe, like, fixing their relationship. But I just didn't care. Especially, like, him, like, poking fun at, like, Laurel and Adam not working out, which part of me kind of saw coming. So, like, I'm not surprised about that. But I just think it's weird that, like, they made them hook up and do all that, but they're not even ending up together. Like, I get, like, story-wise, whatever. But, like, Adam was being weird about that. And I just didn't care for that. Like, I would have liked... I'm fine with seeing Jeremiah doing, like, the cooking because it wasn't Belly and Jeremiah, and that literally makes me sick. And I got to see Denise, Steven, and Taylor because they were kind of involved with that storyline. So, like, that's the only reason I'm okay with seeing Jeremiah. The other ones could have done without, literally. And, like, the one other thing I will say about this, say about the episode and stuff, is Belly's hair. You remember I said last week I was nervous because, like, a bob, like, some people can't pull it off. I'm not obsessed with it. I do think her longer hair would have been better because obviously I love longer hair on people. Some people can pull off a bob and I like it more than with long hair. But I was worried. Lola pulled it off. I think it's literally the fact that Lola is, like, literally stunning and can pull off anything, because it didn't look that bad. Well, also because it wasn't as short. It was shorter than I wanted. Like, I wanted to, like, to wear shoulders, but I was worried it was gonna be, like, really fucking short. And so I'm just happy it wasn't. I kind of wanted her friends to call her out on it though, but when they were like, oh my gosh, your hair, like, you got a bob, it looks so good, like, I was hoping they would be like, why'd you get a bob? Like, your hair was gorgeous before. But, like, it's fine. It's fine. I'll get over it. I will literally get over it because Belly and Conrad are in game. That's literally how I'm going to end it. But we've officially made it to the end of Summer I Turned Pretty. 3 seasons, 3 years. The whole Summer I Turned Pretty came out, because I saw a tweet about this. The Summer I Turned, like the whole series, we finished it before we got a new season of Stranger Things, which is wild. Like, we got it before season 5 of Stranger Things. Like, the whole fucking show. Which is crazy to me. But it's fine because we're getting at the end of this year. And I don't care. I'm just happy I got Belly and Conrad, Steven and Taylor. Jeremiah, I wanted him to rot in hell and have, like, the worst time ever and the worst ending. But, you know, he's not with Belly, so I will take it. So, that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for listening to this episode, and if you listened to any of my other Summer I Turned Pretty episodes, thank you so much for sticking around. And I will be back for Summer I Turned Pretty if a movie gets announced or anything like that. But if not, I will see you guys whenever I do in upcoming episodes.